Okay, we're going to look at an experiment which is your mid-topic assessment on elements, compounds and mixtures, and you do have a booklet you can use. I would suggest you read the booklet from cover to start with. Basically, our experiment investigates the idea that different masses of magnesium, you've got some magnesium ribbon, will produce a different mass of magnesium oxide when we burn them in air. And the active gas in air is oxygen, magnesium plus oxygen, magnesium oxide. To start with, you're going to cut about a 2 or 3 centimetre strip of magnesium, and then you're going to double that length. I would do that by putting that piece of magnesium up against my strip, folding it over and making a rough cut. It's double. To get triple the amount, I would put the original piece that I cut next to that, fold it once, fold it twice, make a cut, and now I've got some magnesium which is roughly speaking, and it is only rough, an original mass, a double mass and a triple mass. It's going to be the same experiment for each. The first thing you're going to need to do is to weigh a crucible plus its lid empty. So, having tared, push the T on your top pan balance, you weigh your crucible empty and you write it down, 16.99 grams. I can then come back, I put my magnesium into my crucible, and I might want to just curve that a bit so it fits nicely. Put the lid back on, reweigh it. I now know the mass of my magnesium because that is 17.02 grams, so I can work it out. I'm then going to use a Bunsen burner, a tripod and a pipe clay triangle to carry out the next part of my experiment. Pipe clay triangle, incidentally, is called a pipe clay triangle because the clay is exactly the same as the clay they used to use in the 17th century to make pipes out of when tobacco was first brought back to the country. Just thought I'd give you that little bit of history because I'm not only a science teacher, I teach you other valuable pieces of information. Pipe clay triangle goes on top of my tripod, which is on a heat-proof mat. My crucible then goes into my pipe clay triangle, and my Bunsen burner, which I will light using a yellow flame. Einstein said imagination more important than knowledge. There's my yellow flame, you can see that clearly. Only a safety flame, never heat anything on it. Open my air hole, roaring blue flame, I put that underneath there and I heat my crucible, which of course has the magnesium in, very strongly. After about a minute of heating, I'm going to very, very carefully, and it is carefully, using my tongs because it will be hot, just tip the lid up very quickly like that to allow a little bit more air in. Any oxygen in the air will continue to react with the magnesium. Very, very quickly, just a tiny tip. I'm going to do that 2 or 3 times until my reaction is complete. If I do it for too long, all of the contents that have been produced will escape. When I've finished my experiment, back to yellow flame, yellow flame, imagination more important than knowledge. Allow my apparatus to cool. You can tell that just by placing your hand gently over the top. If you feel heat coming off, it's too hot to handle. Then, just in case it is hot, using some tongs, I'm going to carefully pick up my crucible containing my burnt magnesium, my formed magnesium oxide. I'm going to put it back onto my top pan balance. I'm going to reweigh it, and it is now 17.16. It's gone up in mass. I can work out how much it's gone up in mass. And the rest of the experiment is something you can work out in your booklet because it gives you clear instructions. You have a results table that you will need to fill in. Of course, being a good scientist, you will need to repeat experiments or compare reproducibility with other groups. Hope that's given you a bit of a heads up. That's what you're going to do. You've got 2 lessons. Look forward to seeing some great results. Thank you very much.